Can any of us confess the same thing?
Uh-huh.
Like I do it plenty of times.
Um,
Yeah.
so here he's confessing, but indeed she is truly my sister. Yes, okay. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother, and she became my wife. And it came to pass when God caused me to wander from my father's house that I said to her, "This is your kindness that you should do for me in every place, wherever we go. Say of me, he is my brother." Just, the fear, and you were just talking about it, God's his shield, but yet he is still fearing this one thing. I haven't really seen him fearing anything else,
Yeah.
but the beauty of his wife.
Yeah. But he says everywhere we go. He didn't do it in Mamre. He didn't do it. The only two places he did it that we know of is Egypt and Gerar. Like, why? And no, just talking about the ick factor, right? She's my half sister, and I married her. That's like West Virginia stuff.
Nothing against y'all.
I'm just kidding, okay? Take this with a grain of salt. People say a lot about Alabama, okay? It's all fun and games until someone gets hurt, right?
Yeah.
But but going back to I'm trying to remember where it was, which chapter. Regardless, as you mentioned earlier, back in the day, even today, in the Middle East, people don't necessarily tell you exactly how they're related to one another. They'll just say, "Yeah, he's my brother. She's my sister." They're cousins, they're nephews, nieces, doesn't matter. They're family. The idea is we're family. And that made me think, well, what if, just like with Lot, we're told that Lot was his brother's son, but then in other passages it says we're brethren. Well, if we think of it in a Western way, in that wooden understanding of familial categories, we'd be like, well, which one are you? Are you his nephew or are you his brother? But in the Middle East, it's not that different. We're kin. We're all related. And it could be the same things going on here with Sarah. And we get a hint at that actually going back to maybe it's chapter 11 or 12, where it talks about Terah's family, his sons, and them going to Haran, leaving Ur behind. It says that Abraham's brother Nahor married their deceased brother's daughter, Milcah. And if Milcah is Sarah's sister, it would explain this, not only, we're brother and sister idea, even though they're not, maybe. And it also explains why Lot might have followed Abraham for so long. Not just to receive a blessing, not just to learn the finer points of, running a business and learning the nomadic life and all that stuff from a more advanced, more experienced uncle. It could also be to go with his sister that's leaving the family, going away to God knows where, literally God knows where, because he didn't tell him where. He just said, go, I'll show you. And that also explains why Milca's name is mentioned. Because one thing we'll notice, we've already noticed and mentioned before, but women's names, the wife's name is not usually mentioned in biblical genealogies for one reason or another. We can debate that. I'm not getting into it right now. But when a woman's name is mentioned in relation to her husband, it becomes very significant down the line somewhere, if not right away. So why is Milcah mentioned? And her relationship to her husband through her father, her husband uncle. The idea is that Sarah was probably Abraham's niece through his deceased brother Haran. And that also means that Haran was probably Abraham's half-brother. The mothers being different. Like my brother from another mother. But yeah, so since that ick factor needs to be addressed, I figured I'd address that a little bit, but I digress.